Afternoon, TTCers. It's Leah's mom, Ty. I just wanted to give you guys an update at where I am at. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And if you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. What's going on right now? I'm currently cycle day 26. Today I went and got my progesterone drawn. I know you usually do it on cycle day 21, but I got my positive OPK on cycle day 19 at night, and then a very nice positive on 20 in the morning, cycle day 20 in the morning, and then still kind of positive by 20 in the afternoon, in the evening. So I called my doctor and I told them that I got the positive OPK and that I wanted to wait to come. So he told me to wait 1 week and then come and get my blood drawn. Well, I couldn't do 1 week because one of my coworkers got into an accident. She's okay, but that just means she's going to be out of the office. And I work in I'm a medical assistant and I work in a medical office. So of course, if someone's gone, I can't be gone also. So I can't even come in late to go get my blood drawn. So I called to ask them, because I was supposed to go on cycle day 28 to get the progesterone drawn, because that's 1 week from the day I ovulated. But I needed to come in 2 days early, in which they said it's fine that you come in like a day or two before, day after. Sorry about that, guys. We're dealing with Halloween candy still, of course, and Halloween candy with a 3-year-old is tricky. So she has nerds, so it's ticking time bomb over there. So I have to keep looking over to see what she's doing, because the dog catches nerds every time she drops them. But back to what I was saying. So yes, so I'm going to go. I went and got my progesterone drawn this morning, so I'm waiting on them to give me my results back. I know for a fact that I ovulated on cycle day 21 because I had a really good spike in my basal body temperature the next day, and so yeah, that happened. So I'm so excited. This is the second month in this whole year. This is November, and this is the second time this whole year that I've ovulated, and so I'm excited. Hope I baby danced enough, baby danced quite a bit, but you never know. Like they said, even with a healthy couple, your chances are 30%. So my fingers are crossed that everything is everything. So right now I am currently 5 DPO. So I haven't really, this is my first cycle on Femara. Now I had to go back quite a few times this time. When I first started, I had a really long period. So AF didn't, I had I think it was 54 days or something like that, something crazy. So when I went on cycle day 3, my lining was still too thick. So they had me come back 2 days later. The lining was good that time, so I had to start the Femara days 5 through 9 when I should have started them 3 through 7. But either or. Some doctors recommend that you do 3 through 7, some 5 through 9, and my REI recommends 3 through 7. So I took it late. So when I went on cycle day 12 for the follicular count and everything like that, I had a follicle that was 16, only 16 on the right side, and my lining was very thin. It was like 4. So I went and I researched, I did everything, and I did a whole bunch of stuff, from flaxseed, spinach smoothies, a whole bunch of other things. And if I do get pregnant this cycle, which I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus that I am going to get pregnant this cycle, I will do a separate video. Yes, baby. I will do a separate video on what I did to get pregnant, because I did, and it most definitely did work, because I went 2 days later from cycle day 12 of having very little lining to cycle day 15 to having a 9.5 uterine lining and a size follicle that was 16 on the right side, and no, 18 on the right side and 16 on the left side. So I had some really good looking follicles on both sides. So and I ovulated a little later than I did the last time. I ovulated cycle day 19 or 20 last time, and I ovulated on 21 this time. So not a big difference, but it for like 2 seconds I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna ovulate again, and then I started getting that positive. So I was really happy about that. But my symptoms on Femara were basically non-existent. Even with Clomid, when I did Clomid, sorry guys, she uses the Xfinity voice command part because of course she's 3 and she can't read or know how to type in anything, so she knows how to say what she wants to see into the video. So that's what you're hearing over there. But what was I saying? Oh yes, even with Clomid, I didn't have a whole bunch of wonky side effects during taking it. I just felt like the PMS symptoms during the post-ovulation or pre-AF was exaggerated. So I would have like a lot of cramping, a lot of hot flashes, mood swings. It's a lot of interruptions. Sorry about that. My dog started barking because my husband came home. Where was I? About the Clomid. Okay, so I did not have a lot of side effects with Clomid, but I did have some side effects closer to AF that made me think I was pregnant, but I wasn't. And this time, because I was comparing and contrasting on the apps that I use to track my symptoms and everything like that, and some of them were parallel, but some of them wasn't. So I am having some different symptoms. The only one being completely different than last time, which just started today, technically last night, is frequent urination. Like that's literally the only thing that I can tell that's kind of different. I woke up middle of the night, like around 1, then 5, then 7, and then 9, and that's not normal for me. And I always drink a lot of water, but don't usually use the bathroom that much, so that's really weird. But everything else I chalk up to the high levels of progesterone, because my progesterone shoots up. So I'm hoping when she calls me today that my levels are really good, because like I have the TMI gas and a little bit of cramping, very little, whereas when I had Clomid, it was a lot of cramping, like every day there was cramping on like either side or more like period cramping. So I think the only other thing that I have to tell you guys was that I really liked the Femara. I didn't have any really any bad symptoms. Like I always took the Femara at 7 o'clock every night to make sure that I was having, if I did encounter any symptoms, I would kind of sleep through them, because you don't want to take them right at bed, but you want to take it a little bit before so it has a little time to work and then go to sleep. So I really did not have there was literally no symptoms whatsoever for me for Femara, which I have watched a couple of videos and a few people have said that. So I'm really hoping that that's a good sign and not a bad sign. But based on the amount of follicles I had and the lining, the size, how thick my lining was just on cycle day 15, and I didn't ovulate until cycle day 21, and I hope that means that my lining got even thicker and cushionier and ready to receive this baby that I am claiming is there. I'm going to start testing at 9 DPO, because if you haven't seen my videos before, I was supposed to be going in to do a DNC on the 12th, which means I'm not due for my period until the 12th. So I really need to have the 12th is the day I'm supposed to have my period. So literally, of course, I can't do it that day, and I want to cancel and this appointment if it's not needed, of course, in ample time. So I do plan on testing early. Not 8, but probably 9 DPO with my first response, because that's 6 days before your missed period, and that's of course 6 days before your missed period. So I will be talking to you guys soon. Send me the baby dust, you guys. Thanks so much for watching.